what we are going to do is basically grabbing a SkinDesigner window because it's asking for a Windows system as well. And once we put this, we immediately started to see a frame and a glazing geometry on our panel. And there are a couple of things that we can change here. So window frame width is basically like if you put 0.200 maybe, and if you put this, probably it's going to be super thick, right? Yeah, because you see it gets really thick on this end and gets thinner. And window frame thickness, again, like window frame, you see this guy goes in and out. When we say thickness, it actually sort of the extrusion of it. It's still super thick though. By the way, you can take it into 0 as well. Window frame location, either it's inside or outside. So we can put a toggle here, I guess. So we can do it like this. And tile width, tile height, tile thickness, tile joint, and these are not something that we're really interested in, all these things related to this tile over here. And when we talk about the window, so maybe it's not that extruded as well. So when we talk about the window, it's asking for a width, right? But the good thing about this width is, or from left, right, and stuff like this, you see, if I hover over, it says panel width, panel heights are valid, or we can say panel width divided by 2. But I find it quite kind of not easy to work with by putting text in. So why don't we just put, I don't know, like the width can be 1.5 meter of the window and the height can be 3.5 meter. Okay. And if we say from left, it's gonna add like, it's gonna be adding the like how much we want to shift the panel from the left. So if we put 1 meter, probably it will be problematic because we'll be exceeding the limit. You see, our panel covers only 2.25 meters, right? But our width of the window is 1.5 meters, and we want to shift it back from the left of the panel for 1 meter. That's why it does work. So if we want this to work, we need to diminish this value. So you see, now we can push this, pull this, moving this in and out. Okay? And it goes same with the bottom as well. So if you want to push it up or down, if you go super down, it obviously doesn't matter, but you cannot go, I guess, further to 2 meters because it's again going to exceed. You see, so you have to take it back. And then now it's asking for a recess. Recess is basically like the distance between the front face of the panel to the wall element. So if we say again 2 meters here, you see it takes the glazing and put it back from our initial panel. All right. We don't, I mean, you can play around with this, but for this case, we don't need that much. Confirm surface panel. A boolean indicating if window conforms to the shape of the surface panel mode only. I mean, pull out a toggle and see if we change anything, but I think it's related with another mode that we can, explore in the later stages of this playlist. So this is pretty much it for the windows and this playlist, this video, I'm sorry. And once we hit this to true, we'll immediately see that we have the glass here. And now again, poly surfaces are created. And if I just maybe turn this off, I think we can see it easily, and maybe shade this guy in. And for instance, if we change the color of the glass to something blue and put this blue here in, it's that ugly. It's more like a, see now. Okay, so let's maybe increase this a bit further. Yeah, I don't know. So if we flip this, okay, it's not really, I don't know what's happening here, but anyways, you get the point. So we have this here. So once I change something here, you will immediately see that. I'm creating my panel in Rhino in real time and moving it up and down. If you want to like put it into middle, shift it left or right, move up and down. Obviously, you cannot put that too much. You cannot slide it too much up. It's not gonna respond if our glazing exceeds the panel boundaries. And by saying this being said, we are finishing this video, and in the next one we'll be talking about lures and shading options.